You ever heard about a guy named Napoleon Bonaparte? Probably have. He was the ruler of France in the late 18th and early 19th century. And he was kind of a megalomaniac. He was a spunky dude, too. He went on and got himself exiled. He got his hand slapped several times, but it didn't slow him down. But one of the things that we know about Napoleon Bonaparte is that he was pretty vain, and he kept several court painters, artists, at his beck and call. And of course, only those artists who were going to be painting him in a very flattering way. And so the story goes that when Napoleon was to be coronated as the emperor, he commissioned the famous painter Jacques Louis David to paint the scene of the coronation. And it's a very grand painting. It's in the Louvre in Paris. It's huge neoclassical painting. But back to the story. Napoleon's mother was so enraged that he would coronate or appoint him own self as the emperor that she refused to attend the coronation. Not to be outdone, Napoleon ordered David to paint his mother into the canvas, even though she wasn't there. So today, when you see this painting, she's in the painting, even though she wasn't there. Is that right? I mean, isn't that still going on today? I think about all the fashion magazines and the photo chopping, as one of my friends calls it, on, the female face and the female body. I mean, we're kind of accustomed to images being doctored, aren't we? Well, that's a little bit of what's involved in this module on history and memory. It's a lot of information about how artists, image makers in society um, create objects of material culture, cultural artifacts, that reflect the stories of their cultures. But now you and I both know that when an event happens, a little time goes by, and when we're asked to recall that event, our memories get a little fuzzy, don't they? Yeah. And that's what you're going to see is oftentimes these objects that were created not always at the exact moment that something was happening. Maybe they were created, a few years or maybe even 50 or 100 years later. And so our memory gets a little faded. And as I heard someone say one time in the South, we don't lie, we just remember big. Mm-hmm. So we're going to see how artists kind of bend their license to create these objects so that history is reflected in a way that is best for that society. And why is that? But also, these objects, these artistic works, or these cultural artifacts, can help us as a society to deal with some of the things in our culture, maybe some things that were not so pleasant. So, you're also going to be seeing some objects like that as well. So, be sure to watch carefully the video that's in the introduction and complete the quiz on the video. Uh, be sure to add an object to your gallery and then prepare for your reflection piece.